For this cookie project, I used 4 oval cookies. I think you could probably get away with doing 3, depending on the size of your cookie, but the 4 I thought looked nicer, and it also depends how thick you cut your cookies. This is the top cookie. It has quilting that's not completed. I wanted it to look like a baby's blanket. And then here on the pillow area, right here, is going to have the baby's face, like that. Now I've made a royal icing transfer for the baby's face. I don't know if you can, my zoom is not cooperating, but I recommend you make them in royal icing transfers. When you push it into the pillow icing, it sinks in and makes it more realistic. And also, you can throw away your duds. If you pipe the face on the cookie and it doesn't look nice, well, you're kind of stuck with it and your cookie is ruined. Whereas this way you can make a bunch of faces and pick your best ones, and your cookie is going to look really nice. So here at the head area, I'm just going to fill with the white icing. You can use blue icing instead of the pink to make it for a boy baby shower. The girls tend to be a little bit more frilly. Here my icing's not touching the edge. There we go. Now once done, I can just take the head and I'm going to place it as close as I can to the edge of the white here, so that it looks like her head is popping out from under the baby's quilt. Here I have some icing marks. There we go. Alright. There's the completed baby, the quilting. I have another YouTube video if you want to go and check it out to learn how to do the quilting. A few little details to add to the baby. Here I'm just going to add a few little white dots to create some little interesting detail to the top of her bedding. So just simple dots. Some of you might want to put the little balls, the dragées. I do not recommend, because when people bite into the cookie, it's not really pleasant to hit that rock texture, and the icing, you can just bite right through it. Here for the soother, I'm just going to do a little C shape there. And now I'm switching my tip. It's, what number does this say on it? 59. It's like a narrow rose. I'm going to do a little bit of ruffle on the edge of the blanket. There we go. And if you wanted, you could do some lace. Oh, you see I hit the soother while I was doing that little bit, so I'm just going to take it off with a toothpick. And now I'm going to put my tip back on that I had before, my 1.5, and fix that. Redo it. There we go. I'm going to turn this here, and I want to just do a little bit of like lace or ruffle around the baby's bonnet. There we go. So the cookie's almost done. I just have to do a ruffle around the edge of the cookie. So I'm going to place the cookie on some parchment paper, and I'm going to be using a rose tip again, but a wider one. The width of the cookie and the icing I'm going to look for. You're going to do this ruffling around all the layers of the cookie. I'll show you on one more, but then it's just the same thing on all of them. And that's it. Here, just because it's where the edges meet there, just to fix it up. Now I'm going to pick this up and put it on a piece of parchment, on a cookie sheet to dry. And so this is the top cookie, and every layer will be the same. I'm going to show you one more So inside the cookies, the other ones are white. Again, important to be working on parchment paper because you can't lift the cookie off until it's dry. So I'm placing myself, it doesn't matter where, and again, the same movement, the ruffling. My lighting is bad, my light broke. So there, just up and down. Doesn't have to be perfect. The ruffles of a bassinet are kind of random. So you're going to do this on all the layers. I don't know if you've decided if you're going to do a 3-layer cookie or 4-layer cookie, but you do it on all the cookies. So in the end, there's only really the top cookie that's really decorated. The others just have this fast ruffling and a fast layer of flood icing on the top. And that's it. So all the cookies will look like this. Here are the layers of the bassinet. It just peels off the parchment paper, and the assembly is quite simple. I would only put 2 dots of icing in between each layers, and you just stack them as simply as this. And then the final cookie. And there you go, the finished cookie. You can decide if you want to have 3 or 4 layers, what works best for you.